As you know, Danny's World's latest update was kind of a epic fail. With that being said, though, there were still quite a lot of things added to the game. Things that I think you missed. So let's go ahead and check that out. But first, I wanted to check out this post by Cloudyoff, who said, is that all? I'm so deeply disappointed in this game. I cannot be positive anymore. This is so irritating. I thought this update was going to be massive, life-changing. It would make the game so much more comfortable. But instead, we get this. And it's the Phil party feature. Should I even explain why it's useless and absolutely unnecessary feature? That's not true. I hard disagree. I think they lost any will to play the game. When I heard matchmaking was going to be added to the game, I expected anything but this. Please let me know if there's more to this update, because if it is, I am absolutely abandoning this game. Which, wow, that too much. He's going to quit the game. Just straight up quit. I feel like that's such an extreme. However, we got a rare situation here where the top comment actually has more upvotes, double the upvotes of the original post. So, perfect painting. What did you say that swung so many people in your favor? Quell said that it's bugged right now, so she's temporarily removing it. It worked when testing, but for some reason broke once released. Also, you can't expect too much from Quell at the moment because she's focusing on making new tune and twisted remodels and animation. So most people upvote that. So from my understanding, people are just still backing Quell, which is good. It's good. How about we not churn on our developer, guys? Thank you. First Poker Chessman said, yep, people overreacting. Like, seriously, quitting the entire game because the creator didn't make a huge update. Small updates happen in every single game. Why is it different with Danny's World? And who the bloop cares if it's broken? You know they're gonna fix it eventually. For real. People acting like they won't get into college because they didn't like an update. What do you mean life-changing? It's a game, but you do you, I guess. And also, there's another thing that could be poked in this original post. Pink Ghost pointed out, they didn't say it was gonna be a big update. Don't make your expectations so high if they never said it was going to be a big update. Also, Quell said it's bugged, so it's being removed temporarily until they fix it. It's not like it's a feature that you have to pay for or anything. This update was free for the most part. Oh no, the update wasn't life-changing like Quell stated clearly several times. Quell said it would cure my grandpa's cancer. Such a big liar and evil developer. Yeah, this is just playing on the fact that people are overreacting. And I feel like it always blows up in Quell's face. It's not her fault. Regardless, though, more lore, more lore, more lore. Has anyone noticed that Razzle and Dazzle are the only tunes in the thumbnail visibly uncomfortable near Dandy? So, is this just playing into Dazzle's character or not? Because Razzle also looks a little uneased. So, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the thumbnail pictures that there have been in Danny's World. So, there's this where Sprout's completely happy. Blot doesn't have a mouth, but he looks pretty happy to be there. And it looks like Dandy is copying him. Corn Dog definitely looks happy to be there with Dandy. Once again, Shelly is definitely excited to be hanging out with her boy, Dandicus. And last and not least, Gigi also looks happy. Maybe because she's gonna steal from Dandy, but either way, still happy. The other tunes in the feature in the thumbnail are looking out into space. Usually smiling, but Razzle has a slight twitch in their eye and Dazzle won't even look at Dandy. I normally would say you're looking into it too much, but I actually think this is an extremely perceptive thing that they notice. I think they're right. My personal theory, which relies a bit on gameplay, if you notice all the other tunes, they're either mains or simply new. New characters don't know what Dandy has done since they've never been on any runs and aren't close to him. Mains were both new and his friends. You could argue that they knew he was off since they were his friends, but I'd say they're used to pretending nothing was ever wrong because of their role. Razzle and Dazzle have been there since the start, so they know what's going on and what Dandy had become, so are extremely uncomfortable. And Monsky says they know something the rest don't, and that, my friends, is 1,000,000% Flight. Flight also knows something. Also, I just wanted to point out this face. This is real. This does look like it's straight out of a horror film, like definitely saying right now,
he's right behind me, isn't he?
And something else that changed that you definitely didn't notice. Apparently the image at I'm so happy they're friends.com is changed. I just want to point out, if you've never looked this up, this is literally a Dandy's World website that only has this image of this Stellarium. Astro and Dandy looking out, but they changed it. So this is the original, this is the original enhanced, and now this is the current version of it. As you can see, we have gained a lot. We learned a lot here. They changed it. They changed. Do you guys see the big thing that they changed? Yeah, it's this giant crack on the ground. Originally, I thought this looked like kind of tree roots, like maybe an Iker tree root. On second thought, to me, it looks more like a crack in the, wait, that has text. it wasn't like this. No. And okay, so the portraits of Delilah, Keenan, and Arthur are gone, and it says wake up, it wasn't like this. I'm assuming it's Astro talking to Dandy or someone talking to someone in their sleep, because it was a dream. This picture is from a dream, but they were imagining it in a happy, different way. I think we're slowly getting and seeing what it was actually like, because I think it's Dandy. Dandy doesn't remember it the right way. Oh my gosh. Let's see if people agree. Wake up, it wasn't like this. So the images are fabricated or something, yes, and that's not how something happened. We probably can't trust any others too. This means Dandy's world is just a dream because of the text at the bottom, but hey, it's just a theory. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's a picture from, like, I think Astro's inside of someone's dream. I think Astro's in Dandy's dream, but he's not remembering it the right way. The crack, whatever the black thing is on the floor, looks interesting. Iker, I don't think the wooden plank woods can crack. I think it is a crack. I really do. Because where else would the portraits have gone? I think it was like a fissure in the floor and fell. Or it could still be Iker tree root as well. How fun though. I really enjoyed that.
They really said ha and ha.
I can almost hear that and I'm so sorry. Yeah. Holy freaking lore drop. Been scrolling and reading other people's theories, and I want to share them. And God, Dandy, you poor tune, I'll never hate you. And apparently this is the lore theory of why Dandy wanted people to buy from him. So Pebble was created for Dandy, just like in the show, as Arthur said. Yeah, what if the tunes were made for Dandy so he wouldn't ever feel alone, and maybe that loneliness consumes him? So that's why the other tunes were created along with the main tune, so Dandy wouldn't be the only protagonist in the show. He has his friends with him. Though since I forgot that sometimes the cartoon shows are the tunes happy old memories, I wonder if they were made to do exactly what the show is animated to do, or I don't know. You guys share your theories. Danny's a star, so obviously it's the they all love me crap. It's also probably the reason why he would sell us items, so you can maybe get us to like him for helping and so he won't feel alone. But basically their theory says that Dandy wants to sell things to people to basically just feel liked and wanted. Feel this way because of Delilah, Keen, Arthur. And also it's alluded to with the breathing problems that there was experimentation going on with Dandy, the him turning twisted. Also, this isn't new, but this person's wondering why Roger seemed to be hated by most tunes. Sprout, were you interested in an interview? Nope, and don't go asking Cosmo about me either. Ah, I see. Best you keep to yourself, Roger. That's safer. It may be safer, but uncovering truths is more rewarding. Sure, Roger. Sure. My best guess is that he either asked the same stuff too often, or that his questions are of sensitive personal things the tunes don't want to talk about. I think that's fair. That it's like digging a little bit too deep. And if you had to suggest one major thing, what would it be? No matchmaking update mentions if possible. And the top comment is maybe a training area for those who just got a tune or want pointers on how to improve this one. So kind of like, for example, in Rivals, you can like go over to the shooting range, and let's say you've never used the crossbow before. You can go ahead and equip the crossbow and shoot around and test it out, and it not affect the gameplay or anything like that at all, right? I think that's kind of what this person's wanting. And I think that basically just goes back to people wanting a tutorial again. One of the new posters has the same name as my comic series. That's just crazy coincidence. Astro's Dreamland. And also, the last thing of lore related things is I just found this on the wiki. Theories and headcanon. But I'm pretty sure this is the interactions that happen when you buy from Dandy. Like, so when you buy Brightney, he goes, Brightney will surely be the light of the party. Or you buy Connie. Ah, Connie. Hate the idea she could be anywhere at any moment. Oh well. For himself, it says, who are you? Filler. Dandy can't tell the difference between a mirror and his reflection. So every time he sees himself in the mirror, he assumes that they're a tune that looks exactly like him. What? Wow. Interesting theory. Also, really fast, someone made a brain OC. I really wanted to show it because I think it's really cool. 10% chance to hallucinate an extra twisted who targets only him per floor. So it's like, it's worse than Shrimpo. Here he is. It's Brian Toon. I love it. I love Brian the Toon. Brian the Brain. I think if Brian the Brain came to Dandy's world, he would be a fan favorite. Obviously, I don't think he'll ever actually get added, but hashtag Brian Brain Brian, for real, for real. All right, Jamers, that's gonna be it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this lore video of everything you missed inside of Dandy's world and theories. As always, leave yours down below. And I'm recording this on the 4th of July, so I'm sorry if the editing sucked. I'm trying to get it done quick, and I'll see you tomorrow.